Hey guys, what's going on? Mudman here. Just want to give some people a quick update on what's going on after the back surgery. So today makes 18 days since I had back spinal surgery. The L4, L5, S1 regions, discectomy, fusion, laminectomy, bilateral, 2 cages, 12 screws, whatever is in there. Day 17, while I was in the hospital for 3 days, I got used to the pain and the pain medicine, but due to unforeseen circumstances when I got out of the hospital, me being on medication that I'm previously on, um, couldn't take the pain medicine, which I was fine with. I was told the doctor, me being an addict in my past, that I wanted to do it with no pain medicine. And I got laughed at by everyone I told that I didn't want to do it with no pain medicine. So for 3 days while I was in the hospital, I received pain medicine. When I came home, I received pain medicine. I took 4 and then got rid of threw the other ones away. I didn't want no part of that around me no more. It wasn't helping, so why take something? It wasn't helping, so why poison my body with something that's not helping? The medicine that I'm on for addiction wasn't even allowing it to work. It wasn't making me sick or anything. It just took more, they said. So it was like take 20 milligrams at a time every, 4 to 6 hours is needed. And I just couldn't do it. So I've done it with nothing but my regular medicine, no pain medicine after I left the hospital. Talking about pain and talking about sucks. Maybe one of the reasons why it's taking longer to heal. So being 18 days after surgery and still having problems with what you were having before the surgery is kind of debilitating mentally, kind of depressing mentally. Um, I don't like the fact that I still have so many problems that I had previously after almost a 5-hour surgery. And not only the previous problems I'm having, but the new problems that have arisen since then. So before the surgery, I felt like I didn't have a right leg at all. It was basically dead. I had to walk looking down at the ground, which made me feel self-conscious about myself because I developed a limp because of the gait, which is your hip area, hip to hip. My left side was dipped at least 3 inches above my right side because the right side was affected. So compensating for that side made my gait out of posture. The doctor said the gait is one of the easiest things on the body to mess up and one of the hardest things to correct. Boy, was he right. So after this surgery trying to correct it, I popping and cracking, and sometimes you'll move and feel like you've ripped everything out of your body. Um, so I sleep throughout the night. Now I wake up. I didn't sleep but like 7 hours the first week I was home, and that was total. Standing up all the time, could not sit down. I still could not sit down. I'm sitting down to make this video because I had no desk to stand at. Everything's cluttered, man. I ain't been able to do much of nothing. Like you see the room here, like the collection and everything. But like I try to get I try to stay motivated by looking and thinking of what can I do next? What can I do next? What can I do next? But when you're in so much pain, the motivation is gone. Your motivation is to feel good. Does that make sense? Like, I'm motivated to find a position where I'm not hurting. I'm motivated to get better. Like, I do everything they said, but at this moment, there have been no physical therapy ordered. and they probably won't be until at least this, not the 6 week mark, guys. This was a major surgery. So I was told 3 to 6 months before physical therapy could even start, but I'm still having to use this fucking walker. I'm not a fan of it. Spoken to many doctors, primary care doctors, other doctors said this long I should be able to hold my own weight. Going into this surgery, 30 minutes before I had this surgery, before it began, I was told L5 nerve root compression, L4 nerve root compression, L5 herniated disc, or L4 herniated disc, L5 ruptured disc, spinal cord compression, bruised spinal cord, bruised L5 nerves. I was told all this, that chances of me walking correctly or walking at all would be a flip of a coin. But the doctor did assure me that he's only had 2 patients in his whole career of 20 plus years that have never walked again. So, him being one of the best surgeons in this area to have surgery, and me knowing a bunch of people he's operated on, I allowed him to do the surgery. Do I regret my decision? No, I do not. I never regret a decision that I have made that has helped benefit me. Now, yet I haven't seen the benefits, but being 37-year-old and the quality of life I had, even though I have a family and everything, wife and kids, this and that, there was no joy in my life. It was just so much pain, so much constant pain that I didn't care about myself. I couldn't do nothing. At the start of November makes 19 months that I have been, well, let's see, July, August, September, October, November. 18 months, no work order, no leftover 10-pound order, 2 gallons of milk for that long. So I have the surgery, and I'm told after, you're a carpenter, you're a landscaper, you're a contractor, you can no longer do that work no more. You're not going to be able to do that work no more. From underlying issues, like I know people that's had the surgery and then went back to pro wrestling and football or whatever, but this is a little different. At the age of 37, most 37-year-old men don't have osteoporosis. Which brings me to my thing is that when I went to the doctor when I was younger, my bones would always hurt. I was always breaking stuff. I was always dislocating stuff. I always had like problems with bone strength. But being so young, they never thought, hey, we do a DECA scan to test this boy for osteoporosis. It never was a thought. So until recently, I was told that I was probably born with it or it developed early in life as it can. I was like, can that happen? And he goes, oh, yes. He's like, we have kids that are born with rheumatoid arthritis throughout their bodies. It's just a hereditary condition that there's nothing really that can be done about it. So I take Fosamax, which is a calcium pill, once a week that makes me sick as a fucking dog, no matter if I take it with food or not. But I gotta take it to try to strengthen my bones. So the fear with physical therapy and why is what I get asked questions about. Like, I can't believe they haven't started you on physical therapy yet. Well, when you go through a surgery like I did, there's a lot of things in there that have to heal before you start bending the way they want you to bend. Granted, I cannot bend the way that they want me to bend. I can hardly walk. So, yesterday, I put the walker 6 feet in front of me. Wife behind me. No support, no help. Dude, I look like a baby taking his steps for the first time. I was all over the place. But as long as I got the walker, I can walk. You take the walker away from me, that's because the weight supported up top. I have tried every day to walk since this surgery without this walker. I look like a newborn baby walking. Nothing has improved. The pain has got better. The only thing the walker has helped me with is it is helping my gait adjust back to normal. I'm able to use the walker to keep a positive posture of up and down. So that seems to be helping the gait problem. And when your gait starts correcting itself, your hips start, oh, it's an awful feeling. Like you can feel it. Like I didn't think I would be able to feel nothing corrected anything. Oh, you can feel it. As for the scar on the back, the scar is still healing. It's scabbed over. The glue has came off. They use no stitches on the outside. The glue being the most sterile thing. With, from what I understand, the nurses told me the glue is a antibacterial, antibiotic glue that is more sterile than any bandage or any medicine they can put on that keeps germs out. Whatever. I don't know the medical things. Don't believe it. Another problem I had during surgery was I had MRSA. I've had MRSA since I was at high school when I played sports. I contracted MRSA then. And people don't know, once you have MRSA, everybody's got staph on their body. Whether it turns to MRSA or not, that's just a toss of a coin. So they give me this medicine that you put in your nose. It's like this little ointment. You rub it on your nose. So the way they said it to me is, if I cut my hand, the bacteria is gonna come from my nose to my hand and cause MRSA. Okay, whatever. Science, right? I get it. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But another problem that I developed after surgery was blood clots. And not in the blood clots that people may think from me sitting around, because it wasn't that. I was walking, if not overdoing it, every single day. I was ready to come home from the hospital. When I got home, I did not want to suffer blood clots. That's how my uncle passed away. He had surgery. Blood clot went to his lungs, busted, killed him. Most heartbreaking thing in my life. My family will not let me rest. To get a blood clot in time is walk every hour. Walk as far as you can. Walk, 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 walk. Stay moving, stay busy, stay this, stay everything. I, the harder I try, the more disappointed I get in myself, that and the aggravation, and that I can't do some of the things that the surgery has limited me to do. So for the first 18 days trying to take a shower, once I was able to take a shower, involved me sitting on the edge of the shower and showering. I don't have a shower chair. Now I put my walker in the shower and I stand on the walker and shower. Granted, I can't get my bottom half, which is where the wife comes in. I can do the other stuff, toiletry purposes and stuff. It's hard, but I do it because I don't want my wife to have to do that for me. She is my wife, not my mother. I mean, she would she wouldn't have a problem with doing it, but as a man, sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet and understand that your wife is your wife, not your mother. So stop acting like she's your mother and treat her like your wife. Right, guys? Because I know a lot of y'all guy bitches out there who think your wife is your mother, and you lay around and cry and you don't treat her as an equal. Yeah, I know. I see y'all out there all the time. So, Wednesday, I have my 3 week post-op checkup. I am not expecting good news from that checkup whatsoever. I have spoken to my doctor through text messages, through a thing that they have um, over the computer where I can keep in touch with them. And by all accounts, I should have feeling in my legs, and I don't. Well, I do, don't get me wrong. Just my left leg from my hip to my knee is numb as hell all the time. It never, my right big toe and in between and the bottom of my foot, I can't feel it. My right calf, I can't feel it. My right hip, I can't feel it. Hip to hip, I feel nothing but pain. It used to only go from back of the hip, side to side, bilateral. hip to hip, but now it's bilateral hip to hip all the way around to the front. Now, a week after the surgery, I had pain up to my neck, which I associated with bruising of the muscle that had to be cut and the damage done to it. But one of the biggest problems that I'm having is my top half, my mid waist doesn't seem strong enough to support my weight. Now, leading up to this surgery, I was 259 pounds in May. The day I had surgery, I was 198 pounds. No exercise, testosterone injections, and watching what I ate. I cut out all pop. I cut out all chocolate. I cut out all sweets. Everything. That, unless I wanted chocolate or sweets. I was less than 1,000 calories I was doing a day, drinking nothing but water. Less than 1,000 calories a day, and I was dropping weight like crazy. Healthy? Probably not. Get me through the surgery a lot better? Probably did. My blood pressure has improved tremendously. The only reason I was overweight was because of the medication they had me on. It just didn't work well with my body, and I'm trying to lose that weight. It was crazy, but now I'm the healthiest and the best I've been in years. But I'm not healthy enough. So, me being told, hey, you might need to sign up on your disability because most likely you're done working. That's a hard pill to bear when you have a family and you would like to support to the family like you have been before, but then you just have doctors tell you can't, or they won't release you to go back to work, or if I had an office job, it would be easy, but I'm not good with that kind of stuff. The only thing I've ever done is this, and I am a very unteachable person. I do not listen. I do not like to take directions. The only way I would have ever been that mentally viable would be if I had went to the military. Is what I wanted to do. That or become a police officer. But I became a criminal instead, which I regret and I'm not bragging about and I'm not happy about. But they say we live for a reason, and they say we are here for a reason. 37 years old, I'm trying to figure out what my reason is. 37 years old, being the first man on this side of the family to break this cycle and raise his kids is a very, very important thing to me, for me to do. And I was able to do that. I broke the cycle of what my family was, and I raised my children. I don't want a cookie. I don't want a round of applause. That's what a man is supposed to do. But when I hear a man say, hey, I got to babysit my kids, I want to slap him because they're your kids. You're not supposed to babysit your kids. You're supposed to raise your kids. Teach them right from wrong. You're not their friend. You're their father. You're their mother. You're this. You're that. Be that to them. Sorry, I got off topic. Okay, so the pain of lifting my legs is unbearable. Like I still need help getting in the bed. I still need help getting out of the bed. Assistance with my walker. This pain, like so I'm fully expecting a revision to this to see what's causing all the pain. I'm at least thinking X-rays, MRI, something on Wednesday to help verify what's going on in there. I will keep y'all updated. If you have any questions about the surgery, what I went through, road to recovery. As of right now, I'm nothing. Rest, walk, don't lift nothing, don't bend nothing, don't twist. Best thing you can ever have in your life if you have back surgery. One of the best things that you can purchase after back surgery, if you don't have one in the home, is a pair of these right here. Because believe it or not, and get you one with a little handle right there so you can pick stuff up that you can't get off the ground with the claws. But also, you're going to be itching. And you're going to have some scratches that you can't scratch. You get you one of these things here, and you scratch with the end of it. I'm telling you, it works. Um, the second thing I advise you get would be a toilet seat to help lift yourself up when you do use the restroom for the first time. Now, if your injury is anything like mine was, then the trouble urinating before the surgery, I would have to have someone push on my spine directly to the right side of my spine at the very bottom near my butt. The only way I could pee was if somebody pushed there and on the front of me at the same time. I could not piss by myself, and if I did, it drop, 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 drop. Felt like I was about to pee all the time. After the surgery, I swear to you, I peed for 5 minutes straight. No joke. Worst pain of my life. Best feeling I've ever had peeing. It is insane. Um, but ever since then, I was able to urinate without hesitation, without pause, without psst, stop, psst, stop, psst, stop. Yeah. So another thing that's helped is erections. Those have gotten stronger and better since the surgery. Yet I can't use them, but it's there when I need it. So like I fell from 3 feet, guys. 3 feet fall from a rotted cross tie ended my career. A career that I actually enjoyed, making people's homes and yards and houses look good. I took pride in what I do with my hands because that's all I've ever known is how to do stuff with my hands. Now I'm trying to make this YouTube thing work, and it's working. And I appreciate y'all. But one thing I can say, guys, not sponsored or anything, but one thing I am a big advocate for nicotine pouches. Not smokeless. But I was a tobacco user, and like any man, I love tobacco. I love the smell of tobacco. But at some point, when you're having health problems, you have to take your health into consideration. And the tobacco is the cancer-causing form. Nicotine is just addictive. So why be addicted to something and take a chance of getting cancer too? Nicotine pouches. Zone nicotine pouches are my favorite. A lot of people pick Zen because they're the big brand, whatever. Zone is it for me. Um, I started out at 9 milligrams and down to 6, two at a time. So that's more. So it's not coming back, you know. It is what it is. But to have this YouTube channel and to have you all here, if you watch the video, great. I do appreciate it. I highly appreciate it. And y'all stay loose, baby. And if you have any questions about the back, about the surgery I had, about anything that I didn't answer in your questions, or I didn't answer in mine, you ask your questions in the comments. I'd appreciate it. And y'all hang loose, baby. And love somebody today, man. Hug somebody, call your mama, call your grandma, call your daddy, call somebody, tell them you love them. Y'all have a good day.